Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Stich Fix Q3 earnings 2022. But first, let me have a quick coffee. Stich Fix declared its earnings, its Q3 earnings, and it beat top and bottom. The revenue is 4.92.9 million. The estimate was 4.92.7, slightly, but it still beat it. The EPS is 0.72 cents, and the estimate is 0.53 cents. Beat the EPS. Let's have a look at the details, the earning transcript of this stock, Stich Fix. I don't have this stock in my portfolio. We don't have it in any of our funds at Elite Pro Investment Management. But then it's still is a stock. Behind every stock is a company. Behind every company is a business. Let's have a look at its earnings call and also its finances, the income, balance sheet, and cash flow, as we usually do on this channel. And we'll also have a look at the technical chart to see if we can get anything, from the price action. Then we'll have a look at it and see. Stich Fix is an online business. It's a quick fix if you're looking to change your wardrobe, clothing, items of clothing, household, and then but not necessarily cheap things. If you're looking for the cheapest offer, you might not get that on Stich Fix. But then for your daily clothes, your workwear and household stuffs, it can be delivered directly to you. It will save you a lot of time in shopping. Let's have a look at the financial details. Here is the earnings detail for Stich Fix as the Q3. Stich Fix reported a third quarter April 2022 loss of 0.72 per share on a revenue of 492.9 million. The consensus estimate was a loss of 0.57 per share on revenue of 491.7 million. The earnings whisper number was for a loss of 0.64 per share. Revenue fell 0.8% compared to the same quarter a year ago. The company said it expects fourth quarter revenue to be of 485.0 million to 495.0. The current consensus revenue estimate is 499.34 million for the quarter ending July 31st, 2022. Stich Fix is an online personal styling service that is reinventing the shopping experience by delivering one-to-one personalized to our client through the combination of data science and human judgment. Stich Fix was founded in 2011 by CEO Katrina Lake. Since then, we've helped millions of women, men, and kids discover and buy what they love through personalized selection of apparel, shoes, and accessories curated by Stich Fix stylist and algorithm. This is result growth. Here reported earnings 0.72. The wish buy is 0.64, which is a drop. Reported revenue is 492.9, and then the estimate was 491, which is here he beats the revenue. Let's go on to the financials for the details. This is the earning. We have read this earlier. It's almost the same. Third quarter key metrics and financial highlight over year. Active client of 3,907,000, a decrease of 200,000 or 5% year over year. Net revenue per active client of 553, an increase of 15% year over year. Net loss of 78.0 million, and diluted loss per share is 0.72. Adjusted EBITDA loss of 36.0 million. Organization update. We don't need that. Let's financial outlook. Our financial outlook for the
fourth quarter of fiscal 2022, which ends on July 30, 2022, is as follow. Net revenue 485 million, subtract 495, 15% down, year on decline. Um, let's move on to the financial nitty gritty. I think we don't. Okay, here is it in thousands. Yeah, compared to the same period of 2021. Asset, current assets. Let's look at the liability and stakeholder equity. Under the here it says total asset 863. That's a growth over that of last year. Total current liability 2,764. Total current liability, okay. Here it says total current liability is 316,987, which is higher than the last year. Total, this is total liability. Total liability is 8,485. Stockholder equity is 474, higher than last year. Let's see. Um, Total liability and stockholder equity 863,646. 819, that was same period of last year. Net revenue. Let's have a look at the cash flow. Net revenue, basic, total other expenses. I want to see if the cash flow is listed here. But then gross profit, as you can see, end of April 30, 2022 is 210,000. Expensive operating loss is 286. That's huge loss for this amount. Um, let's go on. I mean, you can look at all this in your own time, but then the cash flow here, net cash flow from investing activity, cash flow from financing activity. So, what I wanted to see if the free cash flow is stated here, not listed. So let's have a look at net cash used in financing. This is a negative. Cash and cash equivalent at the end of the period, 137,000 compared to last year. I mean, we compare this period and the last period, which is here is 124. So there's an increase in that. Uh, Capitalized stock-based compensation, 5,666. So when you compare the two seasons, this 2022 is slightly better. You can have a look at all these figures in your own time, but let's go on to the technical chart for price action. I mean, here there are a lot of figures here, but as you can see in brackets, a lot of them are in negative. So let's have a look at the technical chart. Is the technical chart for Stich fix. This is a daily chart. As you can see, there's nothing more I can say to this than it is stock that is trending downward. You know, it has been trending down. In fact, there was a gap down yesterday after the market closed that the earnings was declared. Apart from that, this doesn't look like a performing stock. This is trending down, at least according to this chart. Let's have a look at it on a weekly so you see more clear picture. As you can see, like many of those stocks that came out during the lockdown and you know uh, around that period, they went all high. It went as high as 103, and now let's have a look at what it has dropped from the all-time high, which is 103 to date. This stock has lost about um, sorry about that. The stock has lost about 96.7, 94.7% from the all-time high. Uh, this is not that's not something you really want to invest in. However, um, I would say if you're watching these stocks to buy, maybe when it breaks this upside of the trend on the upside. But as it is now, you just might be looking at a falling knife. If you decide to go into it, make your valuation, but be careful of this stock. Let's have a look at other information about Stich Fix. Stich Fix hit session low after report of job cut. You can also see the ratings here. I mean, when you want to invest in stock, you need to go check different information about it. The PE is unknown. There's no PE. Market cap is 942.49 million. This is the rating. Hold, strong sell. It's be careful of this stock. Stitch Fix Nasdaq is on Nasdaq, traded near a session low after CNBC reported that the online retailer is planning to lay off 15% of salaried position within its workforce. The job cuts are expected to be across both corporate roles and styling leadership positions. We've taken a renewed look at our business and what is required to build our future, stated Stitch Fix CEO Elizabeth Spalding in a memo sent by CNBC. Guys, be careful of this one.
You have seen the technical chart, you have seen the financial statement for Stitch Fix. Now it is up to you whether you want to have this stock to your portfolio or not, but then make sure you do your valuation, you carry out proper valuation. There are a lot of valuation metrics online that you can see. You can check Guru Focus, you can check a host of morning stars, and there are a lot of sites you can use. Please continue to support our channel by liking and telling your friends about our channel. We will continue to produce content that will support your investment journey. Thank you. Please call again.